They say it was a moment that cost Kamala Harris the campaign. And now the View ladies are kicking themselves for even asking it. This is Kyle Becker, and welcome to Explain America. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share if you believe in common sense journalism that holds the powerful elites in this country accountable. The moment that many say doomed the Harris 2024 campaign didn't happen during a debate or even on a campaign stage. It happened on live television on, of all shows, The View. Co-host Sunny Hostin asked Kamala Harris the most obvious question imaginable, and she totally flubbed it. Hostin now says she feels terrible about it, but she knew exactly what had just happened when she asked the question.
All right. The last time we sat down for a live podcast, it was October 8th of last year. It feels like longer. Wow. But it was a month before the presidential election. It happened to be the day that former Vice President Kamala Harris joined our table for an interview. Oh. It made quite a bit of news, created some viral moments. I guess I'll start with Sunny.
Sunny ruined it. It's Sunny's fault she didn't win.
Sunny, we can't ignore the fact that you may have single-handedly taken down the Democratic Party. Some would say democracy itself, with one question that you asked Vice President Harris about what she would do differently than President Biden, how President
Y'all
Harris...
remember that?
Yeah.
Hard to forget.
Take me back to that moment and
how hard did you think that question was going to be?
Well, did you know instantly that this was going to be meaningful the way she answered it?
I knew it instantly when she answered it, which is why I asked the follow-up question. Yeah. Is there one thing? Because I knew, I could see the soundbite and I knew what was going to happen. But I thought it was a really fair question, and I thought it was a question that she would expect.
It wasn't a gotcha question.
By any means. It shouldn't have been a gotcha question.
But I think we ask tough questions because I think our viewers want to hear those answers,
yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. And Barbara Walters asked tough questions, and so I just felt that that's something that she needed to do, differentiate what a Harris administration would look like as opposed to a Biden administration. And she didn't have the answer that I expected. I expected her answer to be something like, we have won. We have this win, this win, this win, this win. We've been more successful than any other administration in decades. And so I intend to build on those wins. But of course, I'm going to be different because I'm a woman of color. I'm a child of immigrants. Mm-hmm. I'm a lawyer. I'm going to do things differently through my life experience. But I mean, doesn't that sound like a good answer? Like I just assumed that was the answer. And then I didn't get that. And now Jake Tapper wrote it in his book?
It's honestly in every 2024 recap book is kind of the moment. But it speaks
terrible.
No, it speaks to how you are in the history books. It speaks to how important this show is, though. It is where presidential candidates come and make their way, or they fail and don't meet the moment.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up, Brian.
No problem. Here's another question. Do you guys believe that really did change the election? I don't think so.
I don't think it was I think it was...
No, right?
No.
I think it played a role.
Yeah.
The Trump campaign put so much ad money behind that specific clip, and what they were trying to do is tie her to Biden's unfavorabilities, but more than that, just simply the right track, wrong track of the election. Yeah. So even people who might be kind of neutral on Biden, it was something like 67% of the country felt like the country was going the wrong way. So they used it to say, well, she's not going to do anything different. Yeah. It wasn't any one thing, but they really were able to use it.
It was not only separating her, didn't separate her from Biden, it also was fueling the narrative like she doesn't know what she's doing. Like, what does she stand for? She doesn't think it, and it just like gave them the commercial.
The video exploded across the internet and was swiftly turned into a multi-million-dollar ad campaign by the Trump team, perfectly capturing the Democratic Party's fatal problem. Now, Kamala Harris wasn't just tied to the Biden presidency. She was at the center of it, and despite being made the border czar, she did nothing to secure the border. She absolutely flubbed her job, had no vision, just more of the same. Even Democratic strategist James Carville called that moment the one that sunk her presidential run. As he put it, that's the one question you exist to answer. That is it. That's the money question. And you freeze? You literally freeze and say, well, I can't think of anything, unquote. But the important point here is that this wasn't a hit job from a hostile network. This wasn't even Fox News. This was The View. A softball question. A friendly crowd. And she still blew it. Now, as Democrats pick up the pieces after their historic 2024 loss, they're quietly admitting what they knew all along. Harris wasn't ready. Not for the job, not for the moment, not for the presidency, not ever.